Hi, hello, and today we will be talking. I know, crazy, but what are we gonna be talking about? Well, quick question: Do any what the does anybody else here just like randomly switch hobbies like every couple of months? Now, I don't think I worded that properly, but what I mean is like, for a month or two, I try to learn art, draw and stuff, type shit. I don't know if I can say that in the first 30 seconds, so that's probably gonna be censored. But for the first month or for 1 month or two, I try to learn art, watch all the tutorials, draw, and by a month or two, I mean like more like a week. But anyways, yeah, you do all that, and then you grow disinterested. Now the reason may be because I just haven't really gotten better at art, and I mean like okay. And by art, I mean drawing here because, obviously art is like, it's kind of a stupid word to describe something. Like, if you say you're an artist, what do you mean? Are you a musician? Are you an author? Are you a painter? Are you a drawer? Are you, like, what do you do? So what I meant there was drawing. I've been doing art my whole life, technically, so, you know. But, right, so for a week or two I draw, and then I just switch to something else. And I mean, I don't know when the last time I like properly try to learn how to draw was, but like the thing is, this is a frequent occurrence. Like this happens every year. Like, I can't exactly name the rotation because I haven't memorized it. That'd just be bloody insanity if I were to memorize it. But like, it goes from drawing to like, or no, it goes from video making actually, then to drawing, then to writing. No, it actually, no. I think it only hops between like drawing and video creation. Now, no, I won't leave you guys. I think. I mean, for the first time ever, I've been making content for like 6 years now, and I feel like the past 2 of those years were like kind of shackled because I kept trying to make videos that were um like appealing or something. Like I kept trying to make videos that people would like, or I kept trying to make videos that I thought people would want to watch. But like I didn't really have fun with them, no. And when the viewership was like low as hell, I was kind of sad. But these type of videos, I just talk, like, you know, I just have like a decent time talking to myself. I mean, I already do it like really frequently. Why not try to monetize it type? So, yeah. Um, I guess that's the difference between how I was making content before and how I'm making it now, because I'm making it for myself instead of for a viewership. Speaking of viewership, I am like awfully close to 1,000 subscribers. I think I'm like 30 away, so if you could subscribe, that'd be pretty awesome. Just please don't unsubscribe because I will be very sad if you do. Like I want to have 1,000 subscribers. Like if I hit 1,000 subscribers, then I guess these 6 years were not for nothing, because I'm just realizing it took me 6 years to get 1,000 subscribers, and I googled a calculator earlier because I was gonna use this exact segment earlier, but I tried to do the math in my head, which gave me like a slightly off answer. But anyways, and that ended up rounding down to like 162 subscribers per year. So yeah, not exactly the growth of all time. But I'm happy. I'm happy with all the people who have subscribed. I'm grateful that I have these subscribers. So yeah, I mean, without them, nothing or some stuff would change. Can't really say, you guys. Okay, I feel like I'm getting really sentimental here. I'm not gonna do that right now. So yeah, and that's kind of what's been happening my whole life, right? I've been hopping from hobby to hobby, I guess you can say. It's not too much of a hobby, but like, I don't know. For a really long time, and by the really long time, I mean only for like a year or something, I've been thinking of how I don't have a hobby, but what I think I'm actually trying to say in my head is like, I just don't have something I can reliably do for the rest of my life. And I'm currently dead set on my life going two ways. I either write the greatest book to ever exist, or I go homeless. There's no in between. And currently, this scale, this balance of power, is leaning quite heavily to me being homeless. And I mean, I don't want to be homeless. And I'm definitely not mentally ready for it. However, at the rate I'm doing stuff, I'm probably gonna be homeless, and that sucks ass. I don't know why I'm not trying to like stop it in a way. That's really the most confusing part. Like, am I for real thinking I'm not actually gonna go homeless with this? I don't know. Let's not talk about that. I guess I wanted to talk about how, I guess I've been trying to pick up writing recently. Like, I've been reading a lot more because I jailbroke my Kindle. I've been wanting to do that for a while, and since I figured out how to do it, I did that. And now I can get any book I want, anytime. It's really awesome. Technically speaking, you don't need a Kindle for it, but like, I have one, and it's kind of convenient, so that's cool. And I'm not saying I haven't been reading. No, I've definitely read stuff, right? I've frequently binge read either manga or light novel. I haven't really been reading books, to be honest. Like, okay, sure, I've picked up Wuthering Heights recently, sure, but like, for the most part, my reading has gone to me just freaking finding either an anime or like some random thing on the internet, going, this looks interesting. Either binging the show or whatever. This step is optional, but I binge the show and then I go, I want to continue this. So I read the manga, and then when the manga ends, I check, is there a light novel? So I read the light novel, and then when I catch up with the light novel, I go, damn, that was pretty awesome. And never again. That's a lie. I have returned to one series, but I'm not gonna talk about what it is because I am quite embarrassed on what it is. I personally think it's amazingly written, like the way the story is portrayed. But I'm a filthy gatekeeper, so you'll never know. Ho ho ho. So yeah, I guess that kind of made me go, I can do this. Maybe I can write something. And so I have faced a major roadblock. I guess what I'm trying to fish for here are words of motivation. They never work, and I'm not gonna go on a whole tangent here, but like, I've honestly come to realize that I am low-key kind of an attention whore. I'm not gonna elaborate on why. I'm either gonna save it for another video or just never talk about it, because like, I feel like if I talk about me being an attention whore, that's kind of just me seeking attention. And like, it's just an endless loop, and I don't wanna do that. So I'm just gonna stop right there on that topic. Put a pin on it. If you want me to talk about it, then too bad, I guess. I don't know. Might write an essay on it. Yeah. Anyways. So, writing. Yeah. I'm not like a bad writer. Like, I can write an essay. It's pretty good. I am an honors English after all. Sure, I do have a C+ in it right now. And last time I wrote something, I got like a C. But we don't talk about that, right? Right? So, right. I'm not bad at writing essays. And, okay, in defense of the previous essay, it was a bad prompt. Like, the prompt they gave us was, related to The Awakening, a book by Kate Chopin. I talked about it in the video I talked about classical literature in. And like, that happened. But like, the prompt was, who's stronger as a character, Adele or Edna? Now, I guess I should give some context. Edna is person who wanted freedom, main character of the book, it's the awakening, she quote unquote awakens here, and yeah, she kind of goes, damn, low-key, I'm just gonna go in the ocean and drown. And so she does that. And the other character is a person who is content with you know, being a housewife. So basically the opposite of Edna, since Edna, you know, didn't want to be a housewife and hated the patriarchal society, or machismo, or whatever the hell the word is, a society that, you know, she lived in, while Adele is kind of happy with it. You know, she's having kids and stuff. She's content with it, basically. And so you have to write who's stronger as a character or something, like mentally. I mean, it's never specified. I feel like I could have done a funny joke and went, Edna is a stronger character because on page blah 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 we see her swimming, and yet we have never seen Adele swimming, and especially at the end of the book apparently Edna swam pretty far. It's never specified how far, but it's far enough to be deep enough to drown in, meaning that technically speaking, we can scale Edna above Adele or whatever. You know, stupid shit like that. But I didn't. Instead, I wrote about how Adele is stronger as a character because Edna drowned herself and Adele didn't. And I spent the entire essay talking about how Edna is a weak character. I think I mentioned Adele's quote-unquote strengths in like 2 sentences, so, you know, it's a reasonable C, but I'm gonna blame the prompt here because I cannot take blame for shit, you know, because I'm a bad person like that. So yeah, no, I'm not a bad writer in a way, I think. I mean, you know, I've kind of been trying to delude myself into thinking I'm a genius writer, so I would become a genius writer. However, it hasn't really worked yet, so gosh darn it. And obviously that's a joke. You know, obviously, like, I guess I am smart. You know, I don't have any failing grades, but I'm not like a super genius, or at least at the moment. Maybe later. I do believe I have good ideas, but that just might be my ego talking. So yeah, the thing I've been trying to write though is like a fictional story. And the problem with me writing a fictional story is that I have amazing ideas in my head, right? Like, I can think out, like, specific parts of episodes and go, yeah, no, this is a banger. Like, I have ideas. However, I just cannot develop those ideas for shit. Like, my mind is a gold mine. However, all the gold is hidden under, like, I don't know, stones or something, making it hard to access. So if I could figure out a way to dig away at these stones and just access the gold, I would be rich. And that was my attempt at a metaphor, I think. I don't know what a metaphor is actually. It's really confusing. I mean, I have the general idea on what a metaphor is. If I see a metaphor, I will probably think, yeah, that's probably a metaphor. But I cannot specify why, so yeah. Right, and so I feel like the most important part of a story is compelling characters, right? Like, if you have 0 interesting characters, why would anyone read your story? You feel me? Like, if you don't have good characters, nobody gives a hell. Like, you know why Jujutsu Kaisen is so popular, even though I've heard people criticize it for being kind of shallow? It's because it has Satoru fucking Gojo, the fucking greatest character to ever exist, apparently. And, like, you know, just that one strong character, and I mean, there's probably more, but I haven't really read. Yeah, I haven't read Jujutsu Kaisen nor watched it. I have been spoiled on, like, all the major points, though, so that's why I haven't seen it. But, right, you know, that single, like, amazing, like, 10 out of 10 character, oh my gosh, she's so hot. Yeah, but, like, that one character, you know, helps people, like, enjoy the story more. And I'm sure there's other good characters. Like, if there's only one character, I doubt that the show would do, like, that good. But, like, you know, if you have a compelling main set of characters, or main cast, or whatever, then people will probably read your story. And I am currently trying to make characters. Except, I kind of suck at making characters. And obviously, if you don't know how to do something, then you'll learn over time. But my problem is, I don't know where to search for tutorials. Like, I've been wanting to do psychology for a little now. I mean, I know this is Goddamn. I know that that sounds like completely off topic. However, I feel like it does relate. Like I've been wanting to do psychology. You know, I feel like before the whole write book or go homeless mentality, you know, I was thinking, I kind of want to be a therapist. I feel like I can do that. Looking back at it, I mean, yeah, sure, maybe I can be a therapist, but I haven't really experienced hardship in life, so I don't know exactly how much I can relate to y'all. Yeah. But like, you know, the main reason I didn't, or the main reason I don't start a lot of things is because I just don't have a means of access to do so. Like, I mean, probably with like a couple of Google searches, I can find something. But, you know, if it's not easily accessible, then obviously I'm not going to do it, right? I'm a person who's never experienced hardship. Why would I experience hardship? That sounds really stupid, but ignore that. Right, so I just haven't really gone out of my way. And a person close to me, you know, said once that if you don't want to do it, don't do it. Like, if you don't want to do it 24/7, 365, then don't do it. Kind of hypocritical, seeing as they later said, sometimes you just gotta do things, but, you know, we ignore that. They're a good person. That's all that matters. But yeah, currently doing that. I don't know what tangents I've gone. I've forgotten everything I've said in the past like 16 minutes. So let's real quick look at the sign wall, because I'm sure I've gotten at least one unique comment in my time. If I haven't, I'm gonna be kind of sad. Anyhow, I'm pretty sure I did see at least one comment though, so you know, sign wall lives another day. I also have to figure out what to title this video. You know, if you know how to title a video, you should leave that title in the description, right? Like after watching it, if you think of a better title, you should like title. Okay, so we have a comment here from JXKeo2 saying this is actually so tough on my last video, which is kind of funny. Won't elaborate on why, because screw you. And ooh, wait, that's a new comment. Okay, so we have a slight I don't even know what to say. Okay, so Oscar O'Dare-I8S commented, trying to quit YouTube Shorts and needed a shit before bed. This is the perfect substitute. Thank you so much. You know, and then he said, never mind, nothing came out. Good night, guys. Dude. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's so awesome. That's all from me. I hope you have a wonderful whatever. I'm out of here. See you.